Welcome back everybody to another NASCAR Heat 5 Career Mode episode. I have made sure the mic is working, the camera is turned on, we are recording here, and all set and ready to go here. So, I'm going to head off to my Homestead-Miami Speedway for the end of this episode. Should have another really good truck here to bring. I'm going to be quite all the way topped off here in terms of all the departments. Overall should be a really good truck here still. Next upgrade, probably looking at probably the engine department upgrade. Kind of my guess, but I suppose we'll see there. Oh, let's get somebody on these cars here. I forgot that was Super Speedway. There we go. That looks a bit more like we want it to. So let's go ahead and start work here. And I'm going to have another solid, like I said, another solid truck for Homestead-Miami. Let me go ahead and jump into qualifying, and we will head into the race. Adjusted the camera just a little bit here, more to the normal position. This camera got bumped a little bit. Currently it's just a webcam sitting on top of a box right next to my monitor, so it does move around a little bit. But it's all good. There's going to be something we'll have to check on at the beginning of videos. Some partial throttle there. Again, I'm not, I guess with this track, I'm not expecting what we were able to do at Atlanta last episode. However, I think we should have another solid result. The reason I'm not expecting another result like Atlanta is Atlanta's a very high wear track. Bringing in the corner really cost me. So Homestead-Miami is more like a Las Vegas rather than Atlanta, but the other reason being the fact that we're down a little bit on the aero compared to what we were at with Atlanta as well. Let's see here. Moving at the moment, gaining some spots. We've got the engine power. That's pretty well locked up right now. Can still get more in it, obviously, but we're doing a lot better there compared to what we had. Yeah, I think Tyler Ankram's a rival again. Just a guess.
Alright, you're clear.
I'm overdriving these corners a little bit. I can't seem to find, I guess, the middle of the corner.
Alright, you're clear.
Here, as I really struggle to find the center of the corner here. So it's harder for me to get up off the corner, I guess you could say. I can't figure out when the best time to get back into the throttle is, and it ruins my run out of the corner. Thinking I'm also getting out of the gas a little too late. So overall, I'm just struggling a bit to find the rhythm of the track.
Clear high, bud.
There was good. But back in the gas truck slides up. Not too extremely, but definitely not wrapping the bottom like what would be ideal. I only guess really early there, not getting to the back of Moffett. Back on the gas. That was a pretty good corner. Staying right with these guys. That was a snap of looseness. Let's get below Moffett here. Into the corner. Off throttle early. Lots of off throttle time. Sliding up though is not ideal. It's going to allow Moffett to get back by beside us. We were 3 wide there.
Alright, you're clear.
Hit the apron there. That's going to send me up the track. It's going to cost me these 2 positions I just got. Yep, for sure. And goal of a top 10 here. Gotta be really careful here.
Careful, still there.
Couldn't overdrive that. We've got caution, so finish in 13th in stage 1. So no chance for any stage points there. Everyone is pitting. We will pit as well. Go up just a little bit on the wedge, simply because we're wearing a bit uneven there still. Don't want to get too out of hand. It didn't look too bad, but obviously we didn't have a very long run there, so I just want to double check. Give myself a little bit of security there. We're getting 5 spots on pit road. Can basically go full throttle here through turns 1 and 2 on the restart. It's not going to be a wreck behind us, fortunately. I overdrove the corner. It's sliding up already. Back into the throttle. Actually rotated quite well through that corner. Still able to have a good run off. And the third, we've got 5 more laps. We could have stayed out here for the stage, but everyone else did the same thing as us on pit road, so I'm not really that worried with it. Is that Gillen? That is Gillen to our inside. Got more performance of his truck than we do ours. He's able to run us down down the straightaway. We are, I wouldn't say necessarily firmly in the top 10 in terms of performance, but in terms of where we're running and how I think we're going to be able to hang on. And the end of the race, I think we're sitting pretty firmly in the top 10. I think we have about top 15 truck, but not a top 10 necessarily. I got Smith loose. How did he save that? That was pretty impressive. Let's see here. Did not want to turn there. Can go. Actually, I can probably go down a click on the wedge. It's going to help it rotate a little bit through the center of the corner in particular. So we are wearing that right front out just a little bit more than the right rear. That should be all good. We'll have another pit stop to get that figured out, really get that dialed in really. After I don't know how long we've been running the custom setup here. This is probably the second time we've run the custom setup at this track, but I overdrove that corner and got on the apron, so it sent me up the track. We're going to be sitting right about that top 10 mark that I was talking about late in this run. I do think being able to turn a little bit more with that wedge adjustment
Stay high.
on the pit stop should help me out.
Settle
It's going to
stage
be
point.
one stage point here. Again, 10th in the stage. And let's go ahead and pit. We're going to go down one click on the wedge. And we'll have to pit again. So, up to 7th this time on pit road. Only gained 3
All right,
spots, but
you're
that's all
coming to the
good.
green. Almost ready.
And we'll have to see how big of a difference this
That's
makes.
the halfway
I guess
line.
if anything, I could always go down another click, but I don't think that's really going to have to happen here. I think this is going to be the most ideal that we can get in terms of the tire wear. However, I guess I should say, being it ticks it loose may help the truck rotate a little bit. So we're just kind of experimenting here a little bit at the moment, seeing what is going to work for us.
3 wide.
Seeing if this is going to allow me to rotate the corners enough for the end of the race. So we're in the middle of
There, driver.
3 wide. We've got Decker right in front of us. I had to get back to the gas early to try to get the
Hold
run
that
off.
line, driver. 3 wide.
We're still 3 wide. Now we're down to 2 wide. I'm going to go on the inside the end finger. Now I think we're still 3 wide.
Top spray. Use it if you need it.
And back to that gas. That was a really good corner, getting back into the gas at the right time. Was finally able to kind of feel it there. I think it's partially the progressive banking is what they call it. I'm not, if I'm being honest, I don't completely understand what progressive banking is. But I believe Homestead-Miami has it. I know Kansas has progressive banking.
Got one down low now.
Seems like there's a few other intermediate tracks in particular that have
Clear down low.
progressive banking.
All right, careful.
But I think it's
All right,
just
you're
that
clear.
like there's no
Got a car high now.
going up into the corner like Dover. You go down when you're into the corner. I think this one's the progressive banking is just it's kind of flat. And it kind of eases you in and out of the corner. I think that almost makes it a little bit harder to judge where you're at in the corner, but I could be wrong there. Could probably still go down. Just probably another click on the wedge if we want. That's going to help the car turn a little bit better in general.
Lane's clear.
So that
Bottom's clear.
feels like it drove in a little deep.
Got one down low now.
See, as we are back
Hold
to
your line. Got one
9th, let's
outside.
block 10th
Clear
off.
high. Clear high.
We're going to get the run back by Nemechek.
Yellow flag.
We got a caution here. Pit. Go down on the wedge. And actually that's exactly where we started the race off at. We lost 9 positions, but we're going to have fresh tires. So
Reach out. Let's go.
we'll see where this puts us. I'm guessing they went with 2 tires. Or they did some stupid strategy with fuel or something of the sort.
High lane's clear.
So
Clear
we'll have to
low.
see here what I can pull off. We've got 9 laps to go, 12 laps on the fuel. Not expecting another caution.
You're all clear up top. All clear.
So I need to figure out what we can do here. But overall, I'm not that worried. We're going to have it better off
Got a car low
in
now.
some way
Clear all
compared
around.
to
Car high.
these other trucks.
Careful.
That's going to bring out caution.
Caution.
Yep, there it is. That's going to probably benefit them a little bit. I guess I'm technically up what, 3 spots.
Coming to the green, driver.
But I was just kind of one of those racing incidents. I got into the wall a little bit and bounced off and got into the other guy, but
5 to go, 5 to go.
got 5 laps to go. That's not exactly ideal. I almost needed that
Still there.
run to go along, but it may mean that if these guys took 2 tires,
All right, you're clear.
my
All right,
4
you're
tires
clear.
could come in really handy here. We'll see here. It kind of looks like it could be the fact that they took 2 tires, but I always feel like they're really slow off of 2 tires when I put on 4 tires. So we'll have to see. I had a massive run down that
All clear.
back straight last lap. I'm all over the bumper of Austin Hill here in front of us. See what sort of run we get here. I'm gonna take it down
On the
low.
bottom here.
New truck's
You're
going
clear.
to get right in front of us. They weren't holding the bombs so tight. I'd probably be able to really drive it into the corners some more and be able to make up some spots. Whenever I try to go underneath them, that's when I get into the apron. So, not really any openings.
Careful, still there.
Really could have used that
Still there. All clear.
last run to go green all the way. On the brakes there just a little bit, trying to get the run off the corner. Got a little bit loose there. I'm going to try to go underneath Nemechek. Got 2 to go.
Careful, still there.
Driving
Hard from the
deep.
outside.
The car slide up.
All
We're going
right,
to get
clear.
a push from Nemechek. Very nice there. I don't think I can catch up to these guys up front. Let's see here. I drove in too deep. That's going to give up the bottom to Nemechek.
Got one
We're going to
inside.
run off, but he's going to be able to go side by side with us. And the turns 1 and 2.
Last lap, hit your mark.
We're on the last lap.
All right, you're clear.
I was able to actually power by him on the outside. Maybe I should have been running the middle this whole time. I had a phenomenal run. I was able to kind of turn it down after the center of the corner, but maybe it was just something I need to note for next time if we run here again, which we very well might. Bring it home in 8th, so fairly decent there. Let's bring it to the main menu and head to the next race. 8th place brings home $35,000 and moderate saving. That's acceptable there. And we get a top 10. And now we are off to Texas. Again, another similar track. Our intermediate style. So I'm going to put him on there. And we're going to have a phenomenal car. 95, 95, 95. Short track coming up. Let me switch some of these people around. You need to be over here. That looks a little bit better there. So let's go ahead, start the work. Like we have top equipment for Richmond. Should be really close. Let's bring this truck to Texas. Let me qualify, and we'll jump into the race.
Go, go, go.
Alrighty, so as we move into qualifying here, Texas is a track that we've got a fair amount of time at. However, I do remember DNFing here multiple times, so hopefully we can combat that.
Coming to the green. Just
with a good solid finish here, but we'll have to see what we can do. To see how the truck feels. This is going to be especially off of turn 4. Turn 4 has this weird transition into that tri-oval. Gets really flat there for a bit, so it can be tricky trying to handle the truck through that section. So qualifying 17th. Again, the goal is just a top 10.
All right, you're coming to the
Truck
creek.
felt like it's got that.
Ready. Time to go. Got one down low now.
However, we're going to have to see here in race conditions how we do. Got 8 laps in stage 1.
Still there.
I'm going to go high side here because I know the bottom's going to be blocked up. But it's not going to matter because
Still there.
I actually kind of lost some spots there. Okay, can we run middle? Now we're going to cut down low.
You're all
They're
clear.
checking up out of 4. I just smacked the wall.
Got one inside.
This is the Texas I remember. Yep. I'm sliding up. Maybe truck's going to get below me. I'm about to smack the wall.
You're all clear on the bottom.
I overdrove that corner. Turn back down, turn back down, turn back down. There we go.
Car high. Careful.
Maybe we're going to struggle here more than I thought.
All clear.
I got down a little bit. That's my fault. I'm up way too high. They're going to get a massive run on me. I went at the wall.
Inside. All right, you're clear.
I despise Texas.
Got a car high now. Clear high, bud.
Alrighty, we're holding the bottom. There, well.
5 to go. 5 to go.
5 laps to go. I need to see what the tire wear is going to do here. 'Cause I'm not sure. I'm guessing it's too loose, even though I feel like I'm tight off the
Careful.
corners.
Still there.
But we got to figure something out here. And I gotta start driving better, having good corners like that,
Clear high. Clear high.
or we're gonna have to figure out something with the setup, because currently, if you haven't noticed, I'm sitting in 15th position. So that was really close. Close to where I wanted it to be. I get under Anderson here. I
Careful. Still there.
can. Except I get on the apron there a little bit. We're able to hold it on exit there.
Careful. Still there.
Side by side with him. See if we can get the move
Bottom looks
completed. And 1 and 2. Off the gas early, back into it early. Getting the runoff. Very nice. Up to 14th. Only up 2 spots from the beginning of the race, unfortunately. Not up to my usual standards here. Granted, I started on the high side, lost some positions that way. Definitely need to be looking at tightening the car up, I guess. I mean, I'm losing the right rear quite significantly at the moment. But I don't feel like it's driving terribly though either, so that's where I'm kind of struggling. So I'm going to also have to see here.
You got 1 to go.
Got 1 to go. We've run 7 laps. I think the right rear would make it if I want to run like
No points
this.
at stage.
I'm actually going to hope that stage 2 is about 9 laps. I don't know if it's going to be, but that's what I'd like it to be. I'm going to leave everything where it's at for now. We gained a spot, starts us down on the bottom, which is good.
Alright, you're coming to the green.
So hopefully
Ready.
I don't lose spots off the restart here. And maybe I can get a better judge. It's only 6 laps in stage 2. Man, that does not give me a good judge of the tires. We've got 12 laps of fuel in a tank. I think if I want to, I could make it
Still there.
with how the truck is currently set up. In terms of tires. That guy's a rival.
Still there.
Wow, we almost lost it. I think we're all good though, right? Please.
Still there. 5 to go.
Oh boy, I gotta drive it down deep into turn 1. Back to the gas early.
Hold your line. Got one outside.
I'm going to wall him. I didn't mean to do that. Maybe this is where I make so many rivals. I don't know. I got a big snap loose there.
Stay on the bottom here.
Overall, in the corner though, it doesn't feel that bad as long as I drive it correctly.
Alright, you're clear.
So, oh, I'm glad there wasn't a truck there. Where's this other truck? I don't know. I thought there. Maybe I got into him a little bit or something. I don't know. I can't find him anywhere. Nobody behind me. I don't know where he went. Sliding up, sliding up, sliding up, sliding up. That's too much. And all the guys that we were pulling away from behind us are now right there. I overdrove that corner. I was watching my rear view mirror. Oh, what fun it is.
Careful, still there. Just a couple more turns. 2 more. 2 to go.
2 more laps to go. Oh, this is our rival. Come on, 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 come on. Get the runoff, get the runoff. Or not.
Stay on the bottom here.
What did I ever do to Fogelman? I don't know. We've drafted well at late races before. I don't get it. Let's try to get the top 10 here in the stage.
Get your mark.
The rival's not going to help that.
Still there.
Back to the throttle early.
Still there.
You were just run up top. Okay.
Got a car low now.
Nope, I'm not going to get it. I just got spun. That one was not my fault. But, okay. Let's move on. Nothing else that we can do there. I mean, I guess it was just hard racing, but I don't feel like I did anything wrong there. Get $5,000. We've really hurt from not when we DNF in these races, we just don't get the income like we want to. Extreme Dirt Tour race, and it looked like a Xfinity Hot Seat race coming up as well. Could be, yeah, we got enough time. I started recording a little early. Intending to get some F1 content recorded tonight. So I'm a little behind. Well, but we can throw in Xfinity race as well. Let's see what we can do there. So, Xfinity top 33 at Bristol. This could be quite interesting. We're just going to go for it here. Let me throw in a custom setup. I need to do that since it's a new car. So let me jump in and do that a second, and then we will head to, I'm not even going to practice. we're just going to jump straight into qualifying and see what we can do. Alright, there is the setup. If you're interested, I went 7 extra clicks on the wedge, knowing that's probably going to be loose with that custom setup, how they usually are. Let's head to qualifying.
Go, go, go.
Again, the goal is a top 33 here.
Hey driver, you're too fast to enter pit road. Gonna have to serve a penalty.
You kidding me? It better not make me go all the way down pit road. Because Bristol has technically 2 different pit roads. It does not make me go. Okay, good. We got to build as much speed to this corner as possible. Oh, it's going to still be slow.
Fine. Make it count.
We're not going to make it up out of 3rd here because it's the same gearing as 4th gear with the setup. How does this come out at? Oh my word.
Back or down.
Okay, I thought it was going to mean pull. Wow. But it's not, thank goodness. Up in 25th. We may be a lock for some Xfinity cars next season if we can get a good result here.
You got room. You're clear.
Which is what it's looking like. We've got 20 laps in stage 1 here. We've got 38 laps in the tank. Let's see what we can do here.
Got a car low now. All clear.
It's really probably going to be managing the tires, making sure we're not getting too loose off the corners, anything like that.
Still there.
And just trying to manage the cars in front of us, run where we need to run. Ran up there a little bit. Probably could use some brake, help keep it down on the bottom. Why is the car getting into me already? Okay then. There's no way I should have any rivals. This is the first time in an Xfinity car. Yeah, that one was my fault. Alrighty. I feel more comfortable up here in the middle lane, not the top lane. I need to run the middle lane. But apparently we get passed quite consistently if we're down there. So, see here. We'll have to see here as well what tires start wearing more. It's going to take a little bit for us to figure out. Figure out the wear patterns on these tires. It is the right rear that is going to wear more. Is appearing to wear a little bit faster, which is a little unfortunate. I was hoping I could maybe take some wedge out, help the car rotate a little bit more. I can finally say car. Isn't that so much fun? I don't have to be wrong all the time now. But we're not wearing too much more on that right rear. We'll have to see if it drops off a cliff compared to the right front. But at the moment, it doesn't look too bad. Battling for 24th right now. Struggling a little bit on corner exit, not getting the runoffs like I'd like, especially compared to that inside. But I don't want to say anything right now, but I feel like we're solid for a good result here. So, be interesting to see what we can do here.
All right, good to go. Keep it nice and smooth for us.
We're halfway through stage 1 here already. I know for me it seems like it's gone by fairly quickly, but Labby's actually going to go to our lane there. I'm going to go to the bottom now. I guess super early, kind of sliding up a little bit, trying to get the drive off. Yeah, I'm really just don't spin. I gave us a little bit of damage. I was trying to get out of the gas as much as possible there. Yeah, I'm just not able to get quite the same drive off as some of these AI. I'm going to keep running this middle lane. If guys want to go below me, that's fine. I overdrove that corner, up into the wall just a little bit. Probably go up on the wedge just a little bit more. I was able to get a good exit. Had to get out of the gas there. Spent demolish mills there, and really I don't feel too bad here at the moment. 5 laps to go. The only thing we may run into here is staying on the lead lap. Now, that 22 car down in the lower left-hand side of the screen, that is the leader. We are at a 68. Now it's to 11. So, that leader is quite close to us, but I do think we probably have enough of a gap back to them. Then 3 laps, we should be fine. So, the reason this could be pretty big here is if that leader gets up to that, really about to top 30, those cars are all going to be a lap down. It's going to be very hard for us to sink down into, especially if he laps up to about 30th, it's going to be very hard for us to fall back to a 33rd place position, right? So, see what we have here. Lapped up to 28th. That is actually quite ideal. Takes a little bit of the pressure off. I just need to kind of run consistent laps. It's not to say that we don't need to worry some of the other times. Now, if on the next run we are fine, like if up to 30th gets slapped next time around, then that'll probably even help us out some more, because then we got guys 2 laps down, especially if we can stay on the lead lap, then we're looking pretty ideal there for completing our incentive for the Xfinity Series. Go ahead and run this top line here, at least at the beginning, though I was feeling pretty comfortable there before. Try and put some buffer positions. Sorry, I think that's Jeffrey Earnhardt. Let's keep moving here. We've got a little front end damage here already because of that, but it's alright.
Careful, still there.
Briscoe, and with getting up into the Xfinity, you'll start seeing I guess some cars that you'd see in the Cup Series, in the in real life, in the current stage of the series. We got put into the wall there. I'm not even sure why we got put into the wall, but we clearly did. That was quite a shove to us. Didn't really do much, but again, just trying to stay on the lead lap first of all. Yeah, obviously it makes it hard to make up any more spots. You can only gain a certain amount of spots once we get put a lap down. So that's the only thing I can control. Another thing that would be nice would obviously be having about from 30th on back going 2 laps down. That would really help me out in terms of somewhat solidifying a good result here. We've got a car slow, but it looks like it's going to make it back to pit road here. I think we're running into a situation where some cars did not take tires, possibly. We are making our way through the pack somewhat here. So the other thing that having that leader get up through traffic as much as possible will do is further that leader gets up through the field, the less spots I technically lose if I pit when no one else does. Can play some strategy there, have some fresher tires than everyone if they do not pit. So good to pay attention to that as well. So we're actually making up time on some of these cars up front here. Out of the gas early, trying to run that bottom to the gas just a little bit later, not trying to slide up on corner exit. Okay, now we've got Miller dropping to the bottom here.
All clear.
Now it's going to be a guessing game. Where are they going to go? We're going to go to the middle. They go low. Back to the gas early.
Still there.
Get in front of us. Back to the same spot. On the feather the throttle there a little bit.
5 laps to
Get
go.
the car to finish rotating, and not only are we in a good position here, we're also making some passes almost up to the top 20. We've got 4 laps left to go in this second stage, and this is quite a good run here and the early going of this race. Granted, there's still a lot of racing left,
Careful, still there.
but we only need a 20 or 33rd in the race overall,
2 this time by.
and it's looking like I'm going to have a top 20 for the end of stage 2. So
Got one inside.
that is
Use it if you need it.
quite significant there. Hopefully
All right.
there's not some weird strategy going on here
Still there.
that's going to hinder me here, but
Careful, still there. All right, you're clear.
car is rotating the center of the corner
Racing left.
really well right now, as well as if I drive it right, I can drive the bottom. It's not ideal there, but we can certainly make it happen. I like it where it's at right now. I'm going to keep that tire. It doesn't seem too bad. We're up into 13th. I don't think we'll stay there by any means.
Coming to the green. You ready?
But we are up into 13th. Apparently that pit crew is carried over to the Xfinity Series. They're doing a phenomenal job for me today. I'm trying to get up to this high lane,
Use it if you need it. Hold
and
the
really
line.
it's the high lane here at first,
Car there on the inside.
before everyone kind of gets to single file. They're 3 wide in front of us. That's not ideal for the lane I'm running. We're getting trained on the inside. I may need to drop down there
Clear.
in order to get past some of these guys.
Got one peeking inside.
Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. We're using the bumper some.
Car there on the inside.
I smacked the ball. Okay, maybe this will allow us to run the bottom here for a little bit. Hopefully get past some of these slower cars.
Got a car high.
Or not, because you're going to drop down.
You're all clear up top.
The middle is where I'm running best.
Clear all around.
Really, I was just waiting for it to get to some single file racing here.
Got one down low now. All clear.
Oh my word, quit getting in my way. Yeah, I probably deserved that. I think I cut you off earlier.
Load's clear.
Still up in 20th.
Hold your line. All right, clear outside.
So really great there. I forgot to check on some of the other drivers. I'm not sure where we're at in terms of lap cars, but really we should be in a good spot here in terms of that, because of the cars
Got one inside. All right, you're clear.
that were lapped in
Got one down low now. All right, you're clear.
that first stage. Likely they haven't made their lap back up in any way. They would have had to have pulled some weird strategy in order to do that.
Yellow's out. Back her down.
So I suppose I can look here. Up to 27th is 1 lap down. Up to 31st is 2 laps down. We're in a really good position here. Personally, I'm actually not going to pit, believe it or not. I know we've got some damage, that sort of stuff. That's just going to come along with racing here at Bristol. But I'm not going to pit here. I know it'd probably give me a little bit of a tire advantage. But that would mean having to drive up through
Let's go.
some of these cars again. I know it wouldn't be that many cars in all reality. It'd be about 5 or 6 cars.
Still there. Clear outside.
However, I do like where I'm running at the moment, and track position could be key here towards the end of the race, more so than tires will be. So, because it does take some time to be able to work your way through traffic,
Got one.
you can't really
On the bottom.
just dive your way down, be able to shove some people up.
Car there on the inside.
I guess here more so than other tracks, you gotta really work
Inside.
on your passes. Who's this? Gaff Jr. and I are just battling it out right now.
Stay high.
I'm sliding up more than I'd like to. The tires haven't fired off the best here on the restart. I don't know if I'm driving in
Inside.
deeper than I have been, but I'm not liking how cars turning on
Careful, still there.
this particular run, I guess. Tire wear is actually fairly even,
Got one inside.
so it's kind of throwing me a little bit, I suppose.
Careful, still there.
Got 15 laps to go in the race. Now the tires are starting to come to me a little bit, so maybe it was just a temperature thing. Need a little bit more temperature in the tires.
Hold your
Like
line.
cooled off a little
Got
bit.
one inside.
I've heard racers talk about it. One of the hardest things to
Don't
do
move. Stay high.
is fire off on cooled down, worn tires, right? Now, if they're scuffs, mean that they weren't used for very long, and yeah, they weren't used very long,
Inside.
and then they get put back on the car, that can actually be quite good because
Hold
the
your line. Stay high.
rubber has had time to harden back up. But in terms of having a restart on
Careful, still there.
the same tires you're running, that can be very tricky, trying to get the temperatures back where you need them to be. So actually we're wearing quite evenly here. We do not have car high here. Wanted to run middle there, but it's all good. Probably going to have some cars get back past us here. Got 10 laps to go here, just as the spotter said. And yeah, tire wear is actually quite good here compared to really what I thought would be. We're not even going to try to fight him. He is a fast car. Chastain probably is too. Tagged the wall there a little bit. I'd be happy with the top 20 finish for sure. So it's going to be staying consistent, not scraping the wall like I have for the past, I don't know how many corners. How many laps to go do we have? Let's see here. We got 7 laps to go. I think a top 20 may be possible. Definitely starting to lose that middle lane some as we run here. Maybe starting to look at more running on the bottom. Kind of sliding up a little bit. Yeah, it seems to be working a little bit better. In general, definitely slower than some of the AI with refiring on these tires. Who is that? I forget who this is. Who is this? I thought it was Gregson. He's got more speed than I do, though I have a great run there. Going to try to run the bottom here.
Still there.
Nope, he's got the run off me there. Can't make that happen. Don't hit the wall. Thank you. Car's feeling a little bit loose here. Only got 3 laps to go, so maybe still able to hang on to a 20th place finish. It's going to be up to whether this car behind me can get a run. It doesn't look like they can at the moment. Let's see here. Because yeah, if I run this bottom lane, I don't think they can get a run on me. Nope.
White flag is in the air.
Race has definitely gone to the bottom lane for sure. You can't hardly run that middle lane just with how the tires have worn, which is weird to me. I've never experienced that, I don't suppose, in one of these games, but I guess with the wheel I'm able to finish it, or I'm able to feel it a lot more. So 20th there, 99 speed rating. I felt like that race went really, really well. So let's head back to the main menu and we'll head to Richmond for the truck race. 20th gives me $47,500. A lot of fans there. And we get the top 20 in a top 33 race. That was a 3-star ride, so we could be in for a very nice ride in the Xfinity Series next season. Ideally would be a 4-star ride. I know in the truck series when we started, we were offered a 3-star ride and a 5-star ride. Ideally, I'd start out with a 4-star ride, maybe go up to a 5-star ride, and then own our own team from there. So just something to keep in mind. We have a 95, 91, 95 truck for Richmond. Let's get working on these other vehicles here for the next few races. So getting close to, I guess somewhat close to being able to upgrade some departments as well as being able to buy a new car. I'm thinking that engine upgrade is going to be what's coming next. We'll have to see there. So no, that's weird. It's not showing me an incentive contract. There should definitely be an incentive contract. I know we didn't complete that. That is definitely weird. We'll see if it gets me in goal position for the race. Otherwise, I'm not sure what happened. So let me head to qualifying and then we'll head to the race.
Go, go, go.
Alrighty, let's see what we can do at Richmond. shall be very interesting. Especially when your truck does not like to brake, even though the brakes are very important here at Richmond. So this will be a whole load of fun. That was not an ideal line, especially when you hit the wall. This is going to be a terrible race for me. This may be yet another DNF, which is not really what I need. In terms of for the money right now, 23rd, where's that put me? 29th. Yep. It's going to be a fight this whole entire race. We do have a goal position of a top 10. So that's just lovely. There may be some major swings done to the wedge here. I wanted to see how the tires wear, that sort of thing, before anything major happens. We're so much faster than these guys back here. I'm just having to really ease into the corner, see what I can do.
Looking inside now. All right, you're clear. Car outside. Hold your line. All right, you're clear.
Got 15 laps to go. That was too far into the corner.
Got a car low now. Hold your line.
Oh, that was a massive hit from one of those cars.
Yellow flag.
And I about had just wrecked it. Oh boy. This is going to be a long race. Long race until I DNF it. It's going to be a DNF here. I can just sense it.
Coming to the green, driver. Be ready here.
In fact, I'm not even sure if I can ever complete a race here. You guys might have to search the playlist of the series and tell me if we've ever finished at this track before. I don't see how I have. This is going to be what, our third, fourth time at this track? I don't even know. And yeah, I don't think we've ever finished a race here. If I am, I'm in this current moment, I am truly amazed with whatever driving talent I had that day, because this is just terrible. Oh, would you quit it? Yeah. Yeah, you deserve that. I was finally able to right hook somebody. I should probably fix some damage. That'll be fine. Oh, I could just send it into turn one as well. Right behind her again.
Ready. All right, dig, driver.
Oh no, she's too slow though.
Clear low.
That truck is absolutely done.
5 to go.
5 laps to go in the stage. I may be able to pull some strategy here. Possibly. I need to actually need to use the next stage wisely if we can make it all the way through it. To see what my tire wear is like, because I need to try to get
Alright, clear outside.
it so I can have this truck to be loosened up.
Stay on the bottom.
Though I may be finally figuring this track out. Oh boy.
Excellent lap. Good job. Stay low.
Hey, we're getting better. We're getting better. Granted, we're on new tires compared to these guys, so that helps as well.
Slow down. Careful, still there.
But still, at least I'm able to run by them.
Stay low.
That was...
Got one peeking inside.
afraid of. Our right rear is wearing faster than our right front, so guess what that means? Yeah, no loosen up the car for you.
All clear.
Or for me. So
White flag is in the air.
I'll have to see what we can do here. I'm having to be really, really gentle on the brakes. Alright, we drove that corner.
Nice driving that stage.
22nd, I was going to smack that wall. I'm guessing everybody's going to pit here. They sure are. If I don't pit, it would be really close. It's not worth it though. No, we're keeping it as is. Gained 5 spots. We're getting there slowly. Let's see what we can do
Be ready here.
on this run.
Got a car high now.
Maybe I've somewhat figured out how to run this track. It'll do a little bit better.
On the bottom here.
Probably not. This is going to be terrible.
Clear high, bud. Hold your line.
I got on the apron there. I slept the track. There's going to be a train below me now. Chugga chugga choo choo. Everybody past me.
Hold your line. 3 wide. Clear high. Clear high.
Though somehow I'm still up 2 positions
Inside.
on this
Clear
restart.
low, bud.
That was a snap of loose I was not expecting.
Got a car high now.
We are just
Hold your line.
ecstatic right now. Can't you tell?
Clear high, bud.
Oh, this will be a bundle of fun. Out of the gas early.
Car there on your outside.
Let Decker
Clear high,
by. I need to stick to the bottom so I can swing it off that corner. I overdrove that corner. Back to the gas. I got back to the gas too late though because I was afraid it was going to turn. I went straight.
Good job.
Overdrove that corner as well. That time it did not turn either.
Car there on the inside.
Yep, see ya. See ya. I overdrove that corner too. Bah.
Inside. Clear all around.
Oh boy. I'm full of it tonight.
Got one up top.
Maybe a little
All
sleep
right, clear
deprived.
outside.
But it's all good. We love being sleep deprived.
Car outside. Hold your line. Inside. Clear low, bud.
Back down to 20th. 10 laps still left to go on the stage. That's not even further than the race. Yippee. I'm gonna have so much more fun once we get to Xfinity, especially if the races are like what we had at Bristol. But I get this feeling Bristol is a special occasion.
Alright, you're clear.
That's never going to end up happening ever again.
Hold your line. Got one inside.
I overdrove that
You got
corner
room.
as
You're
well.
clear. Got one inside.
And the truck is falling to pieces.
Careful, still there.
If it weren't for the money, I'd DNF
Got one
it.
inside. Alright,
Because I
you're
need the
clear.
money.
Looking inside now.
So we can try to win a championship this season so I don't have to run this thing again. Because I'm not leaving the series without a championship.
Clear all around.
But this series is starting to frustrate me. Quite severely, actually. We go right Atlanta again. Atlanta was fun. Ooh, we've got trucks wrecking up in front of us. Anyone else see that? Did anyone else see that? Well, a pit now. Nope. Can't make it to then. Okay, not pitting. Fair enough. In 2 positions. That's nice. But we're starting on the outside. That's a problem.
Going green. Be ready here.
We're going to have like 4 laps to go on the stage. That's gonna be my guess. How long we got? 3 laps to go. I was a little bit off.
Bottom looks good.
Gain as many spots as possible on the restart or not.
Nice driving that stage, driver.
I about DNF'd it. Actually getting T-boned from the left side, or from the right side. Yeah, that's what saved me. 'Cause otherwise I would definitely have DNF'd it. And we had a whole bunch of damage, so we're back 8 spots.
Alright,
Guess what? Right to where we started the race. Nice. Actually, I don't remember quite exactly where we started the race, but I know it was back here. Oh, there's a whole bunch of cars with damage back here, and some rivals. And all this is just
clear high, bud. Car there on the inside. Hold your line, got one outside. Hold your line, got one outside.
Yeah.
Clear high, bud. Yellow's out, back her down.
Why not? Ooh, we had guys pit with us. Was that just the...
Going green. Almost ready. Alright, dig, driver.
best thing I've ever done? I have no idea. I feel like it's not. Didn't even try. Why would they have pitted there? We could have made on fuel anyways. But I guess I'm technically on fresh tires than you guys.
Car there on the inside.
Of course he is. Oh, you're a fast guy. Never mind. Come on, clear path for me, please. Yeah, I'll just follow you. You know your way to the front. I'll just follow you.
Stay low, stay low.
If that's ever going to happen. Oh, we're going to get pinched here. See, now I can't do that. Okay, wait up, please. Get out of here.
Alright, you're clear. All clear.
Except my truck doesn't turn. I knew there was no saving it. We were going DNF either way. Like, cut it back to the right, it spins, goes straight into the wall, or we can keep going straight into the wall. So we're going to choose a shorter option. Let's go back to the main menu. Only $5,000 in the bank. Smooth driving. Smooth driving. No sim contract. That was going to happen anyways, though. That was a terrible race to try to do that at. Next episode, let's pick an sim contract. Let's go to Tap Tons again. Dover, one of my favorite tracks. I think we had a good run here last season. I think we'll do really well this season with our truck. But got to see Xfinity cars for the first time in this Career Mode series today at Bristol. Did really well there. Hope you enjoyed the episode, guys. Hope you enjoyed me being a little bit sleep deprived, especially here towards the end. Got a little bit crazy. But it's all good. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next one.